Okay, today we have the TP-Link Kasa Smart Wi-Fi Plug Mini 4-pack. Now, I do have smart plugs in my house made by CE Smart Home. However, they don't integrate with SmartThings. So I found these to be a pretty good purchase. These were on sale on Amazon for $28.99. That makes these under $10 a piece, which is a very, very good value, especially considering when their regular price is $44, which would make them about $11 or $12 per device. So this is a 4-pack. You can integrate it with Alexa, Google, and SmartThings, which is mainly why I went this route. So we can see here, and they come with a 2-year warranty. I think TP-Link is a pretty reliable brand, and they usually have decent quality products for the price that you would pay for them. Okay, so this is our box, remote access, scheduling, compact design. We'll see about that. Away mode. You can fit both into a standard US wall socket. The dimensions of these will fit 2 into a wall socket, one above the other, and they typically should not go past the wall socket plate, the cover plate. The CE Smart ones that I do have are a little bit thinner, but their profile does extend past the wall plate, which in some scenarios can be troublesome. I do have a plug in the house that is butted right up against a border wall, and I can't plug this CE Smart in there because the wall plate, because it extends beyond the wall plate. So this will be the solution for that. And we can see here, they are properly rated for US and Canada at a 15 amp 1800 watt max with 100 to 120 volts and 60 hertz. So you have to be careful sometimes with these. You can get ones that are a little bit cheaper or not named brand where the max load is only 10 amps. I did see these in the original CE Smart Home ones. You can see my repair of a CE Smart Home plug that had a fuse blown inside because it went beyond 10 amps. I didn't know that those ones were only rated for 10 amps when I purchased them. Then I purchased additional ones that were the wider ones that were rated for 15 amps, just like these. So these, at the price that I got them, very good value. So let's crack this open and take a look at what we get inside. Okay, we get a little info card. Step 1, 2, 3. Download the app. Plug that in. Tap the plus button on the app and follow the instructions. So we will walk through that. And these are the plugs here. Okay, they are pretty chunky, but I think that's because they couldn't make them any wider in order to fit within a standard wall plate size for North America. So instead of making them longer and thinner, they had to make them a little bit thicker but not as wide. So we just get the TP-Link. We get the TP-Link logo on top. We have our wall plug. We have our specifications here on the bottom. The wall plug prongs. On this side we have a button, and on this side we have nothing. So I think the dimensions are here on the back. Let me read them off. So we're looking at 2.6 inches by 1.5 inches by 1.6 inches. So that's going to be 66.5 millimeters by 38 millimeters by 40 millimeters. Okay. So if you have a space that this needs to fit into, those are the measurements there. So we get 4 in a box, and it doesn't look like there's anything underneath the packaging there. So we'll just take out one, we'll set that up, and we'll see how it goes. And it doesn't look like there is any safety blocking in there. I think that's going to be left up to your wall socket. Okay, so let me get a plug and we'll plug this in and we'll take a look. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and download and install the Kasa Smart app. So we'll open up the Play Store. We'll search for Kasa Smart. And there it is by TP-Link Corporation. We'll select that one, install, and we'll wait for it to get installed. Okay, once it's downloaded and installed, we'll go ahead and we'll open it up. Okay, welcome to Home Kasa. Let's create an account. We'll use our admin at mytechworks.online email address. We'll provide a password. We will select our location is Canada, and we'll go ahead and create our account. We'll save our password. We'll check our email, and in our email, we will see that we get a verification. So we get the verification, we click on Finish Registration, and we get a congratulations. So we can go back to our app. I'm already verified. Set location. So this will determine the sunrise and sunset. I don't need this particular right now, so I'll say not now. I don't want your emails. I don't want to send anonymous analytics, and I don't want to send bug reports. Get started. Okay, and here we are. So the pamphlet said to click on the plus button here. We will add a new device. Our device is the smart plug. And the smart plug that we have here is the Smart Plug Lite Mini. We'll select that. Okay, so it says power up your smart plug, plug it in. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so when I plug it in, you'll see that we get a blue and red flashing light down there. So we will select next on our screen. Okay, and just after a few seconds, we get a confirmation that the smart plug is giving us a blue and orange light, which it is. You can see there on screen. So let's select next. Enable location. We'll skip this. Okay, so this one now wants us to join the smart plug's personal Wi-Fi hotspot. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and we can see here we get the TP-Link smart plug. We'll select that. It should be an open Wi-Fi, and it shouldn't need any password to join it. The internet may not be accessible through here, which is fine. We'll keep the Wi-Fi connection. Okay, let's go back to our TP-Link app. Say I'm already connected at the bottom. Now we get to select which Wi-Fi access point we wish to join. We'll select mine. And then it's going to ask us to join that same Wi-Fi. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we're connected. We'll go back to our okay, pretty easy. Let's name our device. We'll name it Techworks Plug 01. Next. Select the icon that we want. So this is cool. We can use a picture out of our albums or a camera picture down there at the bottom. I don't have anything specific for this yet, so we'll just select the plug icon at the top left. Select save. Okay, sounds good. It's set up. That was fairly straightforward and pretty easy. And now the light indicator on the plug is turned a solid blue. And we have the plug there in the app. So if we click on the power button here, we should hear it tick on or off. Perfect. Turned off, and our blue indicator light on the corner of the plug has gone out. And if we turn it back on, the light will come back on, indicating that the plug is active. And we can select the button on the side of the plug to turn it on and off. And we'll see how long that takes to relay in the app. So it does take a few seconds in the app to relay. So I'll time that out on screen for you to see how long that is. But it is fairly quick from the app to the plug. So we click on this, it goes out, and it instantly goes out on the plug. It's the plug to the app that takes a second. I'm guessing that's the polling rate for the power from the app to the plug. So now that we know it is working from the app, let's take a second to explore the app. So we've got our home screen. This will give us a list of smart plugs here. We can power them on and off individually directly from the screen. We could select the plug and bring us to the plug's home screen. You can see we have some options at the bottom and a gear at the top. We'll discuss that later. But at the bottom, we can select things like runtime. Let's take a look at that. And we can see the plug has been plugged in for 0.02 hours and total for today, 0.05 hours. And you get the past 7 days and the past 30 days as well. So let's go back and we have the option for away mode. This feature, you can set a time range, which the plug will automatically randomly power on and off. So you plug a light into this, and while you're away, the light will turn on and off randomly. So let's go back and let's take a look at the schedule here. Obviously, you can set up a schedule from a time to turn on and turn off during the week. Pretty straightforward. So now that we've taken a quick look at this, let's try and get this added to our Samsung SmartThings. So we'll swipe down, we'll go to devices, and we'll select the SmartThings icon. And then from here, we'll click on the plus button at the top. We'll add a device, and we can see here that we have in the featured brands list at the top, the TP-Link Kasa Smart. Since we've installed the app, it appears here. We'll select that, then we'll select outlet, and then we have the option here to select our certified in Canada TP-Link's Kasa Smart button. So we just select that and we get to where we want to put it in SmartThings. And then we're asked for our Kasa Smart home account. So we'll put in our credentials for Kasa Smart and the link is made. And now we can click on the done button at the bottom and our SmartThings is now linked to our Kasa Smart. And if we select devices down at the bottom, we can see that the smart plug appears. So let's go back. We'll swipe down, we'll go to devices, and we can see here at the bottom of our devices, we have our smart plug. If we select it, we get the usual SmartThings interface where we can control the device and we can use routines and check the history. So with the routines, we'd be able to set power off, power on times, and a power on and off time. So power it on at time X and power it off at the end of the time range that you've set. We can click on the plus button, add a routine, pretty simple automation stuff. If the phone is within range of your Wi-Fi, turn this on or turn this off. There's lots of options here. Going through all of these options and routines would be for another video completely. So let me grab a device, we'll plug it in, and we'll test out powering on and off the device using SmartThings and see how well that works. Okay, so I just grabbed something that would indicate whether it's being powered on or not. So we can clearly see these batteries are now being charged. If we click on the side button, it will turn off and the battery charger will also turn off. We can turn it back on and see that it also lights up. Let's try it from SmartThings. So we'll scroll down to the bottom, turn it off. Perfect, it works instantly. Turn it back on. Excellent. Let's check it out from the Kasa app. There it is. Perfect. We'll see our runtime, hours, current time. It's going for 0.15 of hours, which is not very long. Okay, so there's a gear at the top of the plug here. We can select that. It looks like we can rename it, give it a new icon if we want, if we change around where it is. The device information, okay, where it is, its time, the model, what Wi-Fi it's connected to, so on and so forth, and the ability to remove it down at the bottom. Okay, so Christmas is going to be coming up in the next couple months. This is going to be great for turning the lights on and off. And it actually turns out that this solution, at the price that I got them at, under $10 a piece, is actually cheaper than the manual timers that you would typically get, where you have to, turn the knob to how much time you want it to run for and when to start and stop it. I bought one of those last year. It was $14 Canadian, and I just got a 4-pack of these, and they work out to less than $10 a piece, which is excellent. We've come a long way in technology. So I hope this video has helped you out in deciding whether or not you want to grab a 4-pack of these for yourself. If you do, I would recommend waiting till they're on sale. This was an excellent sale. The regular price, it's decent. $43.99 for the pack puts them at $11 a piece, which is still pretty good, and it's still cheaper than buying a manual timer in most cases for me, unless you're getting like a dollar store one. This is going to be pretty highly regulated, and it's got a 2-year warranty. Worth the value. I would say even at $11, it's still worth the value. So I hope this has helped you make a decision. Maybe you were wondering how easy it is to get it connected to SmartThings or to use it. It does integrate with Alexa and Google. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!